Okay, so this is the clinic space. When you walk in off the main hall, there is a washroom in the clinic for patients, in case you were running behind somehow. There is exam room number 1. This is the one where you'd be sitting here. You'd have to look to your left for the bed. Sink, supplies, nice little window. So when we're looking at this, you probably, with the door closed, you'd be closest to the door, but the door opens that way, which, if you had to get out in a hurry, it's not perfect, but at least you're closest to the door. There is a spot where you could sit or stand. Initially, we had been talking about, do we take out this and have you stand there, but then you have to, basically you'd have to, if you were standing here, you would have to turn around either with the bed there or the bed there to talk to them. So it's maybe like 110 degrees to the right or 180 depending on where you put the table. Or you can stand here and, it's not a massive amount of space. It's about 2 feet. I'll measure it and write it out. And you just look 90 to your left over here, speak to the patient. Coming out, there is on the left another exam room. I'm going to go into that in a second. Over here, this is the nursing station in terms of procedure room. You just do your blood pressures or whatever. We talked about putting a bed in here. I told them just to order chairs for right now. We'd use this for blood pressures, immunizations, although that's a whole other conversation. There will probably be a bar fridge in here just in case for immunizations. It doesn't really have a space for a computer, so I wouldn't expect anything for that. But good for supplies, certainly. Okay, so that's the room we were just in for the left-hand side. Now here's this one. So same idea, but flipped. So you would stand here and look to your right. Alternatively, if we were to rip this out so that you could put your computer right beneath it, then unfortunately you would have to turn 180 degrees to talk to them. So probably be using the corner spot for either sit or stand. Unless we end up just ripping it out and putting a whole new desk in. We'll cross that bridge. So coming out of that room, there's a large area which has the spot for, I guess in theory, the LPN. Just got a little desk spot there. Lots of storage. No sink, but lots of other stuff. And then your office, which is quite large indeed. Certainly it is a very big desk. Hopefully you could just add on, like just put one of those anti-fatigue mats and have one of those desktop, risers for the computer. I don't know if you want a different chair or not, probably. And then this is the last exam room. This is the exam room that you probably want to use for babies and paps. You walk in, the exact same kind of option here. Window and bed. They've got the bed on an angle, partly because if you have the bed flush against the wall, as you can see, it gets pretty tight. I don't know why we're like that. It's one of the old metal ones, so it's gonna be really heavy. So I'm not sure about orientation of the bed in this room. If the backing was raised a bit, you gain a lot of space there, and you could have it up against the wall and still have room. Or conversely, I would pull it out just to be underneath this first window. And it'd be kind of in the middle of the room, and you'd have lots of room all the way around it. The only problem then is where do you put the chairs? I mean, there is space here for 2 chairs, at least, maybe 3 in its current setup. And it, I guess if you wanted to do a procedure or if you wanted to set up for PAP, it does have a curtain for privacy for when you come in. Okay, so I'm not sure where this goes. It's dead bolted, so it's not open. I should have asked, but I think it goes into another suite. So yeah, we'll go at it in reverse from the nursing station on out. From the nursing station, there's your office, biggest exam room. 2 exam rooms. Here's the left-handed one, or sorry, the one where you look to your right. Here's the one where you look to your left. 180 degrees behind me. The little station for blood pressures and triage and what have you. And then the patient bathroom in the suite. Okay, so that is that.